Hello, hello. Playing more pips today. Let's get that swept in. Knock me down here. Mostly the only thing that I've actually worked on in the last 24 hours is putting fishing line on a model of Freerun that I have. Arcade games are delightful. I'm so glad they're into minis these days. Greater than 9 in 2 parts is going to have to be 10, and I think it's going to have to be made by a 4 and a 6 like this, which leaves us 1. Less than 4 is 3, and a duplicate 3. Done. This one's a nice one of her shooting the, what's the piercing spell called? I want to say Bankai, but that's just straight wrong. Oh, Lila. It'll come to me, I'm sure. Alright, we got a 1. We have a couple of choices on the 1. Neither of them go left, right? 1, 0, and 1, 2 both can't go into the greater than 3. So 1 is going to be vertical, either down or up. If it's down, we have a 5 blank and a 4 purple, and then purple into either a 5 or a 6 for the green. If it's up, then we have a greater than 4, greater than 3, which could be a 6-4 or could be a 6-5. And then we would have to have a doublet of purple into a 5 or 6 to the green. We have a couple of doubles on the field, so a 4-4 and a 4-6 could work. A 3-3 and a 3-6 could work. We have a 5. Okay. This is our only 5, and that's interesting because our 11 in green needs to be made out of a 5 and a 6. So we know the 5 goes into the 11, and it's not going to be here. If it was here, then we would have only 3 6s. The cyan could be satisfied, but the 1 could not. There is no 6-1. So we can't make purple be 6s. Therefore, the green with the 5 is going to have to be over in this location, not into the dark blue less than 2, but into the purple. Make 5 out of the remaining with a less than 2 on this side, which could be the 0 still. And then... Interesting. Okay, whether or not it's the 6-4 with a 4-4 to make the purple, or the 6-3, the only other choice of 6, with the 3-3, we have to use the doublet on this side because it's the only 2 remaining of either the 3 or the 4. That doesn't tell us which to use, 6-3-3-3 or 6-4-4-4, but it does mean that I need to figure out the vertical... Yeah, actually, this does tell us that it's going to be 6-3 because the 1, either a 1-0 or a 1-2, both can't go with the cyan, so it's going to be vertical. Therefore, we have to do the greater than 4, greater than 3. We saw earlier that the only things that can do it are the 6-4 or the 6-5. The 6-3 can't get it done because it wouldn't fit the cyan. The 4-4 can't get it done because it wouldn't fit the pink. Everything else is smaller. So we're going to have to use the 6-4 there because the 6-5 is busy. Now we don't have 3-4s, so it is 6-3-3-3, and then we still don't know which of the 1s is going to be taking up that spot. That's nice, though. If purple needs to make 5 exactly, then we can't do this because we're out of 5s. We could do this with a 4. And yeah, we don't have any 3s left over, so that's the only way to do that. And good on medium. That was a pretty solid medium. I like these with the... Yeah, where there's these 2x2 blocks, or 2x3 in this case. It allows a bit more interest, even with fewer dominoes, because you don't know where the orientation are to start. And we've got some kind of Illuminati pyramid going for the hard puzzle today, which is nice. What do we do? I swear, I was gonna remember the name of that spell, and now I can't remember. Freerin, Fern, and both of them. No, it does not come to me. Alright. Doublet in the purple, 4 of a kind, greater than 0. Not very limiting. We do have one of these. Yeah, this is going to be interesting in terms of orientation. So let's completely ignore numbers real quick. This cell only borders right. Now this cell only borders right. And again, this cell only borders right. Yeah, we saw a couple of these in the last few days, so everything's going to have to be to the right. Horizontal. Is that true up here as well? Yes. Everything on the entire board is going to be horizontal. Clear button is convenient. That means we have an 8. The green 8 is actually going to be a 4-4 or a 5-3 or a 6-2, which we don't have. The 9 is going to be a 6-3 we don't have, or a 5-4. And that's the only way to get it done. So let's go ahead and put that down. This 9 is in 3 parts and shared. We don't have a lot of zeros, just the 1 on our domino set. So when we're making this 2, I feel like it's likely we're going to get forced into using a 1-1. And then this 9 could be a 6-3. Do we have a 1-3? We totally do. Do we have a 2? We don't have a 2 paired with anything that high. Oh, okay, so let's just establish what is in this 2 in 2 parts. Because the only domino that we have with a 0 is here, this is either a 0-2, a 2-0, or a 1-1, right? This doesn't work because we can't fit 8 in to finish off the dark blue. Pardon. A 2 similarly isn't going to work because we don't have that many of them. That would require an 8. Numbers only go up to 6. This would require a 7. Same problem. Those are our only 2s and 0s. So we're going to have a 1 instead. That could be satisfied by either the 1-5 or the 1-3. Ooh, baby, that's right. I think that comes through the mic last time. It's settling into nighttime for sweet dubbies. So all that tells us is this is going to be a 1-1. If this was a 6, it would have to go into something with a doublet and 4 of a kind. We don't have enough. We couldn't use the 6 because then we wouldn't have the 6-6 doublet. 6-4 could satisfy over there. No, we don't have enough 4s anymore because the 5-4 got used. What else? 6-5 does not work. Okay. So by the limited number of things paired with 6s, we don't have a 5-5. 6-4, we'd run out of 4s. 6-6, we'd run out of 6s, and we wouldn't have the 6-6 for this location down here if we used the 6-6 up here. Only one of each domino. All that to say, we can't do the 1-3 here, so it's actually going to be the 1-5, and we can place that with some certainty. The 1 and then into the cyan, we can't place with some certainty, because even this, well, we know that won't work, because this was our only domino summing to 9. We can't finish off the blue. But we could do this, because we have a couple of options that sum to 8, either the 3-5 or the 4-4, that we could stick here to finish it off. Likewise, we could do dominoes summing to 7, 6-1, no, 5-2, no, 3-4, Okay, we don't have any of them, so that actually wouldn't work. How about dominoes summing to 6? We do have one of them, yes. So the 3-3 could get used to satisfy the 9s. Oh, all this to say, we still have 2 valid choices, either the 1-3 or the 1-1 for this location, so we can't place that yet. This is a 5, it goes to a 4. We don't have a ton of 4s. Can't do a 4-4. Stop it. We can't do a 4-4 there because then we wouldn't have the 4-4 to finish out the 4 of a kind pinks. The only other 4 we have is going to be 6s, so let's place some 6s right off. That's pretty darn instructive. Now we don't have 6s. We might be able to say something. That still works with either the 4-4 or the 3-5. This was the other one? We still have the 3-3, so we can't place that yet, but we could look here. We know this is a 3 now. That doesn't work because there's no domino other than the 3-3 that sums to 6. This still leaves us a couple of choices on the 8. That works. Okay, stay with me here. This is going to be a little... If I do this, we already saw that this doesn't work because there's no domino that sums to 7. This doesn't work because there's no domino remaining that sums to 9. So this forces this. And now we have the remainder of this blue needs 8. The remainder of this blue needs 8. And the green is 8. We have the 3-5. We have the 4-4, but we don't have the 6-2. So we don't have 3 different dominoes that sum to 8. Which means the 3-1 here does not actually work. We just looked at the 3-3. That doesn't work. The only other 3 that we have available is the 5. And we have a couple of different ways to sum to 4 for the remainder of that blue, cyan, whatever I am going to make up. Interesting. Okay, we have a purple that only borders a purple square. So a doublet that's part of 4 of a kind. We don't have enough 4s left. We only have 3 2s left. We only have 3 3s left. That means that we can put the 1s there. This is a 1 greater than 0, which could be the 1-3 or the 1-2. This is a 1 something. Maybe it's the 1-0. In fact, yes, we can say it's the 1-0. Because we can't dump this domino anywhere else. We saw this doesn't work because there's nothing to finish out the 9 points on the blue. This is all way too low. So that is our 1-0. 1-3 and 1-2. The 1-3 is the only thing left here that works. That gives us the 3-3. And because we used up the 1-3, we only have one way to make 4 points to finish out that. The 4-4 falls into place. 1-2 satisfies greater than 0. Glorious. And still 7 minutes on the clock before midnight. I think I like this kind of trend that they've been doing the last few days, where all the dominoes on the field are the same orientation. It feels a little less hard, I gotta say, but it's still fun. One of the things that they do well with this puzzle is novelty. They experiment with different trends of fields, the rectangle games, the various, like, shapes that spell out things, and do fun things with the white space. So this also fits the pattern of making a big shape and a little shape that they seem to enjoy doing, so it's nice to see them combo 2 different memes of puzzle design. If you do want to check it out for yourself, links are into the description. For the New York Times, Pips is the name of this game. Pips is the technical dominoes term for the dots on the dominoes, so it has multiple meanings. Ooh. What else? Oh yeah, link in the description also for this model, which I'm quite enjoying playing around with. I'm still quite new to VTube Studio, so as I'm figuring out transition buttons and item scenes and all that jazz, you can play along or watch my very slow progression. If you want to learn this properly, I can recommend some other folks. But if you want to see me learn it without the expertise, then feel free to join. Thank you for entertaining, or taking the time, or any of that. Have a lovely evening. Bye.